Hey guys, so today's video is going to be about Andre Cronje's exit from the Fantom ecosystem, why I believe the rotation is now going to be to the METIS DAO and all of its altcoins, and then a thread that covers exactly what happened with the whole Andre controversy, the rotation of METIS, and utilities you can use to help make this rotation a lot easier. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So for those who didn't see this tweet this morning, you can see Antonell, who is one of Andre's basically partners, said, Andre and I have decided that we are closing the chapter of contributing to the DeFi crypto space. There are around 25 apps and services that we are terminating on April 3rd, 2022. Now, Andre has been big into the Fantom ecosystem, big into Solidly when that whole thing came out a couple weeks ago, and now they're basically shutting down a lot of these apps, okay? Some of them you can see Yearn, Keeper, Multichain, Chainlist, Solidly.exchange, and Bribe.crv.finance. And they said, unlike previous building in DeFi sucks rage quits, this is not a knee-jerk reaction to the hate received from releasing a project, but a decision that has been coming for a while now. Thank you to everyone that supported us over the past few years. So this was crazy because a lot of people did not see this coming. Andre did delete his account, his Twitter account, with over 370,000 followers a couple days ago. But again, people thought it was just so he could get off of Twitter, not so he could completely get off of the whole Fantom ecosystem. So now we're seeing that's come to fruition, and basically what happened is a lot of coins on the Fantom ecosystem have dropped, okay? If you just actually look at CoinMarketCap, you can see if we go to the top losers for today, Fantom is down 14.7%, Yearn is down 9.5%. Again, those are one of the top two biggest losers today, and basically a lot of people are exiting the Fantom ecosystem, and you gotta ask, hey, where are they going? Well, now they're going to METIS DAO, okay? And if you don't believe me, then you can actually look. I have on the watch list here, you can see if we refresh the page, you can see the METIS token is up 8.4% over 24 hours. Tethys Finance, which is the METIS DEX, is up 22%. Starstream is up 5.4%. Maya is up 5.4% on the METIS network. So again, you have all these METIS coins that are pumping while the Fantom coins are dropping. So let's go over exactly what led to this, kind of the whole history behind it, and why this rotation is happening. So there's a shout out from METIS for this guy, Kryptonite at Jose Fabregat. Awesome guy, does a lot of awesome threads on METIS and all the other ecosystems. But they said, faster and soon to be cheaper transactions than anywhere else besides the best DeFi alternatives. Check out this amazing thread on why METIS season could be closer than you think, okay? So basically you click that and you read this thread. Now keep in mind, METIS for the HERMES emissions on the METIS ecosystem, that will begin March 10th, okay? And that's similar to Solidly's emissions whenever it released, except METIS is actually helping to make the HERMES release a lot smoother and basically not have a lot of the bugs that the Solidly exchange did. So just looking over this thread real quick, it says, centralization is a dangerous word. A decentralized network represented by a single face is still subject to a single point of failure, referencing Andre, and recent events that have made this very clear. Thread on what happened today in DeFi, the current scenery, and the upcoming role of METIS DAO. So scrolling down here, it says, Andre Cronje quitting FTM, what possibly led to it, what's on the plate for Fantom, METIS DAO, and then access routes to METIS DAO, basically bridges, and then DeFi sauce on METIS DAO and the NFT collections. So it says, Andre Cronje, most prestigious Fantom dev and the person behind Yearn Finance and Solid, went MIA a few days ago and his account became deactivated. Speculation surged to all-time high type stuff, and today Anton confirmed it. It says, Anton was an architect at the Fantom and Andre's colleague, so his allegations are definitely credible. What could have led to this? Well, you might remember that Andre and Danny Testa were building an empire, right? So you remember this? Andre and Danny were building an empire, basically growing Fantom, and they actually were working on the Solidly project together. Well, there's actually a lot of controversy, and it says the empire took quite a hit when news came afloat that Zurek Sifu was managing Wonderland 5 treasury while having a dark hidden past. Community was livid, and Sifu left, and snowball effect unfolded. Okay, so basically a lot of people were saying, hey, why are you having a criminal run the treasury? Again, I'm all for giving people second chances, but again, managing that much money, a lot of people were not comfortable with it. Hence, there's a lot of panic and a lot of selling around that time. It says, Sifu was actually very active and popular in the community, so once he left, Danny had to leave Andre alone with solid potential empire and go focus on taking the wheel at Wonderland. Now, as you remember, Wonderland took a huge dive, okay? I made a couple of videos on it. The meme token became depegged. I think it went down to 75 cents, and then a lot of other similar tokens fell with it. It says, Andre loves code, Danny loves community. It was a perfect match. The thing is, once Danny left, Andre had to be the face of the product and deal with all the media PR stuff, which he didn't like at all. And it says, if Andre doesn't even like media BS, imagine having to deal with a snapshot top 25 drama and somewhat problematic launch and users complaining about your buggy UI. Now, Kryptonite's talking about the Solidly launch, and basically the top 25 Fantom exchanges would get a portion of the Solidly token. And now, whenever Solidly launched on the Solidex, basically it was super buggy. Okay, so there was problems with people having with slippage, losing 90% of their funds, complaining about it, having to reconfirm transactions multiple times because they didn't go through. Again, it was definitely not the smoothest launch, but in the end, people were still supporting it, right? And it says, Fantom is an awesome and robust network with a fierce community of users and devs, so it will keep doing what it does. FVM soon, so right now Fantom is at a tasty discount. And what Kryptonite's talking about is the FVM, so like the, basically the FVM is kind of like the EVMs of, if you know, Cosmos Network is, Evmos is the EVM on Cosmos, and basically Fantom having its own application is going to be very bullish for Fantom. So basically, you know, the downturn could be bought up pretty soon. It says, although under my eyes, the balance was just tipped in the METIS DAO favor. Here's why. So Fantom is recognized for fast transactions and saucy DeFi yields. The boom in TVL was caused by Andre and Solid. Now its creator is gone. METIS DAO, on the other hand, has faster transactions, saucier DeFi yields, and now has its own Solid, which is HERMES. Okay, HERMES is akin to Solid, which HERMES emissions again start on March 10th on the Maya DAO. It says, anyone who was in Fantom because of Solid now has an incentive to prefer Solid greater than HERMES. Solid creator is gone. Devs who forked into HERMES are working nonstop. So now, again, the focus has changed to METIS. Now, basically with METIS having the bigger upside here, you can see if METIS had the same market cap as Fantom, one METIS token would be looking at $1,228. Okay, it's around $142 right now. So that's 8.6x. Insane. And it says, again, besides the faster transaction and saucier yields, METIS will also have cheaper transactions. Once the DEX storage launches, that is huge. So again, METIS has been talking about pennies for transactions coming very soon. That's going to be huge in the system. That's going to ruffle a lot of feathers and gain a ton of market share. Okay, and you can see here, he also talks about some relays. So again, if you're looking to bridge from Fantom to METIS DAO, he says you can use the relay chain. So at relay_chain, they talk about that. And bridging is a cost of $10. Assets supported are Fantom, MIM, BTC, and Relay. And then he said the boring DAO is also very good and has a $10 bridging cost, doing 25,000 or up if it goes to $20-ish, and supports USDC and USDT. So again, some good bridges for METIS DAO. Also, if you're looking to bridge from the Ethereum network, you can go to bridge.metis.io and basically connect your wallet and bridge from the Ethereum mainnet to the Andromeda mainnet, okay, the METIS mainnet. So again, a lot of different options there. And this is a great thread and something that I think people should definitely take a look at. Now, again, just looking at the METIS coin here, we can see I've drawn a lot of different TA on the 4-hour chart. Right now, we're looking at some resistance here around this $148 level. Just looking at this trend line support now turned resistance. Okay, so that's something I'm watching out for right now. And then you also have this resistance on this red line near this $142. So METIS has a couple resistance points to break before it can continue. But I strongly believe if we can get above this $175 level, METIS is going to explode. Okay, now we've already seen a lot of liquidity come into the ecosystem from Fantom, but again, if it breaks these resistance levels, it's going to explode and definitely get to all-time highs very soon after that. Then you look at Tethys, which is the #1 DEX on METIS, and you can see here it's already broken its first resistance levels and its second. Okay, now it's retesting it as support near 478. So now my next target for Tethys is going to be this 565 level again. So if Tethys can break that, then I believe we'll easily see this $6.60 level. Again, its all-time high was near that $8 level, so I definitely believe we can get there, especially with the METIS season on the way now, come March 10th. So a lot of people are buying in anticipation of that. And then STARS token, again, this token has been pumping nicely as well, but it does have that resistance around that 7.7 cents. There's been some big sellers come around as well as some big buyers. So again, could be good here on this ascending triangle play. We could see this little support here around 6 cents. If you can get it there, I definitely recommend it. And then bouncing up and breaking out of this ascending triangle will be very bullish above its all-time highs near 8.7 cents. Okay, so and then you can see here just the solid token. Again, it has been declining. It's just resistance level. It needs to break it around 240. And then the SEX token for the DEX on Solidity, basically here has been continuing to decline. So again, try to break out this descending wedge, resistance, and then it continued downwards. So again, not looking good for the Fantom tokens. You know, definitely, hopefully people didn't lose too much money there. But again, right now the rotation is Metis, and I definitely recommend at least getting some right now. Maybe waiting for further dips as well. But yeah, that's where the ecosystem is going right now. And again, come March 10th, it's going to be a lot of fireworks for Metis. So with that, if y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please comment if you have any questions. And please subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate all my subscribers. Everyone watching my videos, thank you so much. And until next time.